The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Forward here real quick. Good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too.
Are you guys still in Switzerland, or have you made it to the States yet for the cruise?
Yeah, I'm actually. Everyone went earlier a bit to do some stuff there, and but I will go tomorrow. So yeah, I will be joining too then.
Nice. So they're all down enjoying the weather.
Yeah. I'm still trying to manage with the shitty Dutch weather here, but yes.
What's it like playing a festival like that with all the, those classic big names on it? That's got to be quite amazing, right?
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, for sure. I have a few on my list that I want to see. I never saw Extreme, so I really want to see Extreme.
Yeah, and, their new record is really good too.
Yeah, cool. I still have to listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like Striper too. I saw I do like their new record, so I will check them out too.
Yeah.
Lots of cool bands, Doro. So.
One of my favorites is on there that I'm not going this year, but I definitely love Faster Pussycat. And I know they're not for everybody, but I love that band.
Okay, I would have to check them out. I didn't listen to them yet. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, they came out right around the same time as Guns N' Roses. Cool. Same sort of thing, except they never made it, anywhere near what obviously Guns N' Roses did. So.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So check them out. Anyway, let's talk about Burning Witches. So the new record, The Dark Tower, I guess it's next Friday, right?
Yes.
So this is an event-filled week.
It's the 5th of May. Is that a Friday?
Yeah, I think it's next Friday. So this is like a crazy event-filled week for you, right? You guys are going to come off the boat and your record will be out in the stores. And now that now that it's done, how do you feel about it? Are you satisfied with the outcome?
Yeah, definitely. It's fun, always. I mean, when the first video clip comes out, it's always most exciting because you wonder what the fans will think and stuff like that. But reactions have been good, and I have positive feelings about the whole thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward.
That's great. When you guys are writing, I know you're all from Switzerland. Are you able to, or the Dutch area, are you able to get together and write in the same room, like in the traditional sense, or are you sending stuff back and forth?
Yeah, mostly actually. I mean, I do because I don't live in Switzerland, right? I'm the only one that doesn't live there.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it's always back and forth, just via WhatsApp, mostly, to be honest, or email and WhatsApp, and the rest will go into the rehearsal room. So it's nice for me to also have this live vibe, the actual playing vibe instead of just one or two guitars. So. I just keep writing from the moment I get maybe a bit of a verse and a chorus. I join in with some ideas, and melodies, and lyrics. And in the meantime, they go also in the rehearsal room, and I get new versions back, and so we go back and forth a bit like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And when you're writing, are you guys writing like how the song is going to come across on the stage, or are you writing the song for the song's sake and then trying to translate it to the stage?
Yeah, well, Romana really has a good feeling for making these song structures, making always the first, the base of the song, basically. And yeah, she really has a good feeling for, putting little nice things in there, so you can sing along or do a cool, I would say maybe people can do the air guitar with the solo. So yeah, she has a good feeling for it. So I just go along with what comes my way, and sometimes little parts get changed around a bit in the studio, so to make it even more awesome in the end. But usually with this part, it's already kind of clear what you would want to do live, right? So it's that works.
Okay. So I was looking at your website here, and I didn't realize you guys have a lot of really cool festivals set up, including Wacken or Wacken, however you want to pronounce that.
Yeah. Looking forward to that one.
Do you find any of this intimidating, being on stage with some of these classic people like we just mentioned, like Striper or Faster Pussycat or Extreme?
Well, I mean, it's None. I mean, no, because we did it before. I guess it's more. I think for me, it's more special that we will play some of the new songs for the first time on the cruise that we will play this weekend.
Right.
So and next week. So yeah, for me, it's like more nerve-wracking, I guess, that there are new songs, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, of course, if there's a big crowd, of course you're like a little bit more nervous than usual.
Right.
But to play with these other big bands, to be honest, I'm more concerned about the people in front of me than the bands I'm playing with, to be honest. But okay.
Gotcha. So you mentioned something interesting. You said, if there's a lot of people, you'd be extra nervous. But do you find that it's different playing, or you're more nervous in front of a large amount of people or a smaller amount?
Yeah, well, it depends. It's kind of stupid because if I have to like do a song just for my boyfriend, for example, I feel way more awkward than
Right.
than if there would be at least a few people. So I guess there's this, if it's a really small group of people, it gets actually also more intense in a way. But with more people, I just get more adrenaline at some point, but it's less, I guess, not necessarily that much more nerve-wracking. I think it's more nerve-wracking if I have to do something for one person.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I've talked to people, bands who played to Wacken or Wacken, however you pronounce it, with 30,000, 40,000 people, and then they show up at a club, maybe here in the US, and there's 10 people. And they always say that's a harder place to play because it's awkward and the energy's off. But at the end of the day, they're still paying their money, right? You still got to do the show.
Yeah. And with 10, I think, yeah, indeed. And I would also be okay, I guess. But the eye contact thing, if there's just one person, then it gets
Right.
very uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you do anything different to prepare now that we're or post-pandemic for your shows, or is it still
do we do anything different? Well, I mean, it's of course also a bit of a special situation now with fuel costs being higher and stuff like that. So the tour bus prices got through the roof and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were kind of planning to take a tour bus, but now we think, let's just take a van again. If we go to a tour in America, for example. So we have to check out how it will be actually, or actually Europe in this case. We think we probably with a van instead of the tour bus we had in mind. So it's those things. Those are different. And I think post COVID, stuff does need to start up a bit, right? But I think it's good on the way to getting normal COVID wise.
Yeah. And I think that it's really weird. Every time I open up the web and look at Blabbermouth or hear the news, I mean, another big band is canceling tours because of, like you just said, diesel costs. Like Anthrax has canceled, and all these. So it's got to be extremely difficult for someone who's not on that level quite yet to even try and get out there and do it, right?
Yeah, we were seriously playing with the thought of having some fans. Like, I mean, there are always some fans that do have a lot of money, and what if we could get those fans to maybe pay a bit extra to get along on the tour bus, so that we could have a tour bus.
That's a great
we were
idea.
Thinking about all kinds of solutions.
Yeah, I guess you have to really, in this day and age, kind of come up with or be creative with how you approach it, because you can't lose your shirt.
No. Yeah.
So what is it like now that the record's done?
Mm-hmm.
I just totally lost.
Sorry, now that what is done?
So now that the record is done,
are
there any tracks on it that are personal favorites or have great stories behind them?
Ooh, yeah, it's always difficult to choose like one that I like most. It's really hard.
Babies, right?
Yeah, I mean, one of the most I'm enjoying a lot at the moment, I think, is Evil Witch. It's one of those songs like, should we do it? Shouldn't we do it? That we did it, Evil Witch. I guess, since we're burning witches, we had to do it at some point, right? So there's a song about the Evil Witch, and the whole album is the theme is based on Countess Battery. So she was the first recorded serial killer in the world. But some people helped her actually get some of her servants usually, yeah, girls actually, just the girls that she would like to punish if they did something wrong, torturing them, and most of the time to death. So it wouldn't be a good thing if that happened.
Right.
And she had helpers, and one of these helpers was sometimes to be a witch, and that's the evil witch in that song. So I don't know. It's correct. It's evil. Yeah.
If I'm correct, Countess Bathory is the one who bathed in her victim's blood, right?
Some people believe that. Yeah. Others believe she would drink it. I know there are lots of stories, and I think Venom wrote also indeed a song about her bathing in blood. Yeah.
And probably one of the biggest black metal bands was named after them, right? I mean, Bathory is huge.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to you, and you don't seem like the dark evil princess. How does it come about that a song about Bathory comes to?
Yeah, well, we just wanted the album to sound a bit darker again, so we thought, well, you know what, we just pick a really dark theme. It can only
that's dark, right?
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah.
Are there any messages or themes or takeaways you want your fans to walk away from after listening to a Burning Witches record, setting aside the Evil Witch one?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Things that would stick, you mean?
Yeah, like a message or a takeaway or something you want your fans to walk away with.
Yeah, I hope they just have a lot of fun, to be honest. I hope they feel energized and happy. I guess there are people that enjoy these darker things and get happy from it. So
I think the whole metal genre is like that, right? I mean, just like darker stuff doesn't mean we're darker people. It just kind of helps you get rid of the. For me, it's very cathartic, right? It helps you get rid of all that nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I hope that that works for people, and maybe they can put it on in the gym.
Yeah,
maybe gym music too. I think most songs.
Are you Shoot, I'm losing my train of thought here a lot today, but I guess it's early. What is next for you guys after this? I mean, you've got this whole run. Are you going to do a European tour as well?
We are going to do. Well, I can't announce yet, but we have some things in the planning indeed. Okay. We try to get back everywhere we've been a bit. We're trying to arrange everything a bit. So hopefully the West Coast of America, UK a bit. Would be nice to finally do a bit more. Many shows that we had in the UK actually got cancelled because of COVID indeed back then. So we only could do like a few in the end, and we're trying to do that, and Europe, of course. Let's see what we get to manage at the end. Right. Yeah.
And I just remember what I was gonna say. So the Burning Witches is very theatrical to me, and in my mind, I'm picturing like this great big stage show. So assuming that the world was perfect and we didn't have all this COVID stuff, were you guys actually trying to do a very theatrical sort of live show?
Yeah, we do. I mean, for this time, we do have some, extra little things again for on stage to have some theatrics.
Right.
And it's indeed, we're not Van Halen. We can't take like trailers full of stuff.
Right.
If we could, we would. But yeah, we're having some cool things for on stage indeed to do some theatrics. So it will be a surprise, but
Okay, yeah, because I mean, just listening to it and your whole visual thing, it definitely lends itself to a very big sort of dark sort of production.
Yeah. I definitely myself got a lot of King Diamond vibes, from this album, I guess. Yeah.
Right, but then I guess you run into the money thing, and like you said, you can't be touring in vans and then bringing all the stuff.
Yeah, but we do have some cool things to put on stage. Yeah, there's enough that we can do. But indeed, if we could, I would love to have more. Let's just say that. But we have some surprises.
Okay, cool. Are you guys are you one of those bands that is always writing, like when you're on the road, or do you set aside a time to write?
Yeah, we always have ideas. So we write down the ideas, or we record little ideas, and then when the time comes that it's really time to start working, basically we start to fill in the details. So it's sometimes Romana often has little ideas for riffs and verses and choruses, and I basically write down like little titles that would be cool to write about, and what I mean by it, so I don't forget, but I don't write yet because I know I will have to rewrite the whole thing if I get the music right. So it's just ideas. So I have something to choose from. Yeah.
Okay. So where do you draw your inspiration from then when you're writing? Is it from everywhere, or do you have a certain?
Well, yeah, it could be from everywhere indeed. I mean, sometimes I'm kind of looking for something. I kind of know that maybe I want to write about. Let me think. Well, I mean, the best example is, of course, the band always asks me, "Hey, Laura, write something about witches," right? So this is the usual question, and I always have to. I mean, if we choose a theme for the album, and in this case we did that with Countess Bathory, I kind of try to search for the witch in the story, right? So last time it was the Witch of the North, and there was actually it was actually pretty cool that Freya is sometimes believed to be the same person as Frigg, who is the god that is also connected to witches. So
oh wow,
this, in the Witch of the North, it was kind of the obvious choice.
Right.
But I didn't know that. I had to search for that information basically because I didn't know enough about it, and the same goes for Countess Bathory. I just happened to find finally that one of those helpers was believed to be a witch. So
interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it took you a while to find that information.
Yeah, so I just start reading, to be honest, most on the internet,
Right.
to try and find out a bit more about it. Yeah.
That's all I've got. That's the end of my questions. Did I miss anything you wanted to cover?
I mean, yeah. Thanks everyone, all the fans for supporting us, and yeah, see you at one of the shows.
And they could find you at Burning Witches everywhere online.
Yeah, Burning Witches .ch from Switzerland, and yeah, of course, Facebook, Instagram, so everywhere, YouTube.
Awesome, and the record's out.
Yeah.
And the record's out May 5th, so anybody listening, go ahead and grab that. And you guys have a really nice tour coming up. I wish I was going on the cruise. Have you ever done that before?
Well, I only went from, I mean, it was a cruise, but it was a smaller one, and it went from Newcastle to Hamburg, or actually the other way around, Hamburg, Newcastle, Germany to England. And it was shit weather,
Oh, man.
and yeah, we also had a show outside, and it was, I don't know. I thought, I don't have to wear my jacket, and then halfway the show, I was like, okay, let's put my jacket on.
Nice.
Freezing, like cold wind and stuff. And I waved. The waves apparently were like 5 meters tall, and I got super seasick.
Oh, and you still have to perform.
Yeah, the adrenaline helped me through it. But yes, before the show, I was sitting there with a little bucket, hoping I wouldn't throw up. Yeah, but I heard that it's better for the Caribbean ones because they're bigger.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe the weather is better. I don't know, but let's see. I think it will be good.
I've done the 70,000 tons of metal in the last, I don't know, for the last 10 years, every January. Whatever.
Oh, cool.
It's always, I've never done the one you're going on. It's on my bucket list, but yeah, that's always a good time, and the weather's usually great, and everybody just kind of hangs out and has a good time.
Yeah, exactly. I expect to be good indeed.
Yeah, it'll be great. Anyway, that's all I've got. Travel safe. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks.
Hey, be well.
Have a good one.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello out there.
Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.